And who we got tonight? So we've got Lewis, no name, and Sweeney.
Was Sweeney on last night?
Not sure.
There's Maverick Goose, one of the top mascots. Everyone loves Maverick Goose, doesn't it?
Yeah, Maverick and Flame out on the ice, and here come the Hull Jets. There's Maverick doing a fantastic job of guiding the players onto the ice so they know where to go.
The right direction, yeah. Big game tonight, Steve. I know the team will know it and the fans will know it in the arena here, but it's I feel like it's what we deserve to be in the final this year. But there's 60 minutes of hockey between us and that yet.
That's it. And let's talk about the opposition. I mean, it was 3-3 Hull between Blackburn and Billingham.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you which one that I want to. Who would you want?
Billingham. Yeah, I think the games we've had against Billingham this year have been better games in my opinion. You know, people out there disagree, but I think a Billingham and Dragons showdown in Sheffield would be for me the best one.
Look at that, we've got mascot fights in the middle of the ice.
Oh, finally. I would say they're dropping gloves, but I don't think they're wearing gloves, are they?
No, the Flames seems to have broken Mavericks. There you go.
So Dragons look like they're at full strength here. Everybody out on the ice.
Yeah, it's good to see Bailey Thomas.
Yeah, he had a fight last night as well.
Yeah, I don't think he was the initial aggressor, but
he wasn't shy, was he?
I think he took it to him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely going to be a split decision on who won that one, but I think Bailey won that fight.
Yeah, I guess it's all part of the experience as well as growing as a nice hockey player. That's part of the game, so you know, opportunity for him to learn his craft in a way there again last night.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we all love a fight, don't we, in the ice hockey?
100%. All part of the family fun.
So a few happy birthday wishes and then we'll have a national anthem. So there is Welsh National Anthem for the last time this season here at the Den. And I see Rhys Stout absolutely singing his heart out there as well. He looked like a big rugby fan as they used to sing it in the stadiums.
Absolutely, and again, you look at the Dragons bench. We've got a full bench there, so even Bruce has made the bench tonight. So we've got Rhys Stout, Robin, as always, on first aid, and then obviously the management team. So we've got Steve, Mike Senior, Matty Compton, and is that
Dave Clancy as well.
Clancy as well. So full complement of coaches to make sure the Dragons see this game through. I mean, it's an extra special one tonight.
Yeah, Bailey Thomas already over the red line, just showing his intent tonight. So I think it's going to be a fierce fixture tonight. I think there's definitely going to be a lot of action. The referees are going to have to be on their skates. And yeah, looking forward to this one. Should we say hello to Richie? All right, Rich.
Sorry, just had a mouthful of loopy juice. Drinking a Monster at 5:30 on a Sunday evening. How are we, gents?
Really good, yeah. Did you enjoy your experience yesterday on the way up to Hull and watching the game?
It was brilliant. We had a little bit of extended stop on the way, so Reese could dry his kit at the service station. But no, we had a wonderful day out. The lads put in everything, and we absolutely bossed Hull. It's not going to be an easy game today.
No.
But I am absolutely more than delighted to come away with a 4-goal lead coming into this game.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just saying about Bailey Thomas last night. Had a fight. Theo Malone. He had a great performance last night as well.
Phenomenal. Absolutely. Do you know what? I would have struggled to pick an MVP last night because the lads were just all over it. But having Natty Barlow back as well was absolutely phenomenal. Obviously got the hardest working belt off the lads last night and thoroughly deserved. But Theo and Bailey were a big difference maker. Damani being back to the side as well.
Yeah.
So we're off. And Deeside straight on the attack. So I was looking to break into the zone there.
Oh. Must be slippy on that part of the ice there. Ethan Mayo will chase this one down. It's going to go for icing. Colin Cromie having a bit of a laugh there. I think at Jared Dickinson's flip.
Good to see that the boys enjoy the hockey. You know, they put it in, week out. They do. This sport is probably one of the sports where you can honestly say they put the bodies on the line.
Yeah.
So it's good to see him enjoying it and smiling. And here we are. So Ross Kennedy in control of the puck, looking for Colin. Again, Colin 3 goals last night. He was phenomenal. I think the passing to pick him out was really good.
Nice little interception, Jake.
Early shot off
Jake
the post.
Wachowski there, just picking it out of the air with his hand, dropping it, getting his shot off. Tricks his way through.
And there's the crowd. So here's the noise. I heard a comment on the crowd last night that Hull were rattled by the noise that the Dragons brought.
Couple of stick slaps on the glass off the Hull players, trying to get us to shut up as well. But
that's always an achievement, and it just goes to show what the crowd can bring. You know, the extra man.
Daintiff just taking a bit of a slip as well there. Ended up against the boards, but it looks like he's okay, and he's on the puck now. Skating forward. Shot early. Easy save by Tyler Della Batusha.
Again, one of the things that was highlighted yesterday quite often by the Hull commentator was actually just what we saw there, the energy and the back checking from the Dragons team. Once Hull have got the puck, they're swarmed. You know, the team they're on him. You know, they don't want him to have any time.
Yeah, I think a lot of the goals that we've conceded this year is from the high man and that 1v1 or just getting that breakout on their own. That on the back door, but the Dragons really seem to have worked on that. Doing really well.
So welcome if you've joined us from NIHL North. So obviously Dragons coming into this on a 6-2 lead.
Opportunity here. Theo Malone skating forward. Yardley's there, but Theo just tricks. Goalkeeper saves. Yeah, good confident start. Yeah, so if you let us know where you're watching from, go to Puck and Dragon on social media and give you a shout out. Let us know who you want to win, whether it's Hull or Dragons. Hull have an opportunity here as Powell's on the puck. Sends it around the back of the goal. Kiernan will pick that up. A bit of confusion there. But Florence is got his opportunity, just goes wide. Hull managed to keep it in the Dragons' end. So Matty Wainwright picks up the puck. Hull doing well there. Powell, Florence working together. Matty Wainwright plays it to Rhys Edwards. Tricks his way out, finds himself a little bit of space. Plays that puck out the zone.
I think he's looking for the Marnie James who's just come off the bench. But Hull just managed to pick that pass out. Again, it's the sort of trade-off, isn't it, between them sharp, short passes and you know, picking that. I shan't call it a Hollywood pass, but the full cross-ice pass.
Yeah.
You know, the opposition, if they're wise to it and they've got their head on the swivel, they will cut them out. But they don't half look good when they come off.
Interesting third line this. Damani James, Will Harper, Roster Jones, Matty Barlow, and Daniel Fadeyevs. It's a really strong line, that, isn't it, even from the third line?
Yeah, I don't think Dragons have got a weak line, should we say.
The referee just getting in Will Harper's way there, but he manages to skate off of it. Damani James will take it into the end zone. Oh, that was an elbow to the face on Will Harper there. Nothing seen by the referee. Will's back on his feet. That was a really big elbow to the face there.
Yeah, off the puck as well. So again, Hull showing the intent that they want to, you know, they want to get physical and they want to frustrate the Dragons. At the moment, I think they're struggling with the intensity.
Matty Barlow just making a bit of space. Dan Fadeyev's taking it around the back of the goal. He's got Jared Dickinson on the blue line who receives it now. Plays it forward, looking for that tip in from Matty Barlow. Not quite there, but good play.
Shot in by Roster Jones, I was just about to say. You see that Ryan's is waiting on that blue line, just waiting for that puck.
Intercepted well there by Haggart. Trying to get on the inside, but Dan Fadeyevs does well, which will...
Great footwork there by Jared Dickinson, just to knock that puck forward with his skate as it went underneath him.
Yeah, I think Will might be a bit injured after that elbow. As soon as Jared Dickinson's putting the shift in there. Ross Kennedy hits the ice, looking to get involved.
So Hull just managing to push it out to neutral zone, but Dragons will take it back in. See, players looking for Jake, just wheeling it around the outside. Just slightly missed there by Ross. Ethan May will take it back in.
Colin Cromie doing well again. Just stuffing that breakout from Hull.
Yeah, that's it, is it? Is it Dancer, is it? Doing really well, holding on to the puck, 98.
Yep. Opportunity here for Dragons. Play out to Jake Bukowski. He's going to take it over the blue line. And again, two Hull players straight onto him.
Yeah, I think it's quite evident that they've identified he is the danger. I mean, if we talk about the control of the game yesterday, whenever Jake was on the ice, you knew that he was pulling the strings. You knew he was choosing the plays. He was picking out where we wanted to play and what we wanted to do. It's fantastic to see from a Deeside perspective. It must be an absolute nightmare to be on the opposition to that.
Yeah, and what can you do? You can put two players on him. Sometimes it's even three.
He's got two sides of his game, isn't he? I think when he's a very good player, hands down, whatever. But when he really wants to play hockey, he's unplayable.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just, and it seems like he's come out of the blocks tonight exactly like that. And he's just been looking for every little gap, every little opportunity to get in there, and that's what you need from him.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be a hooking call. I was just about to say Theo Malone's getting his way through. He was getting pulled everywhere. It looked like he got hooked as well, so I think the referee's going to give a hooking call here, 2 minutes for Hull, so Dragons will be on the power play for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I also spotted Cohen Taylor just having a little nibble at the back of Reese's legs there with his stick. So again, looks like they're up to wind each other up. I'm sure Reese is doing the same. I've probably just not spotted it.
I'm sure Reese is doing the same.
Wouldn't put it past him. So that should be interesting. As that
doesn't sound like Reese, that.
So that'll be Mark Florence for Hull. He's going to sit for 2. Opportunity now for that first goal. Steve, you were talking about the crucial first goal.
Yeah, I think it'd make a massive impact, whichever way it goes. You know, in terms of Hull, they want to get that first goal and try and get back into the game. The Dragons want to start putting a bit more daylight. Again, Hull on these breaks are looking dangerous. You know, I can't say that they're looking to break out quick. Obviously, Dragons trying to be a bit more patient in the zone, holding the bulk of the possession. And then shots in there, just looking for the tip in front of the goal.
Yeah, MJ doing the dirty work there in front of the goalkeeper, getting himself involved. Matty Barlow on this side, just picks that puck up.
I think he wanted slightly more in front of him. He wanted the one-timer. Again, Dragons being nice and patient with this build-up, moving that puck round.
Yeah, there's still a minute left of this power play, so they're going to try and frustrate Hull a little bit, try and find that opening.
That's it. And again, sometimes it's about the mental wearing down of the team. You know, they've got to stay switched on when they're down to 4, and Dragons just moving that puck around.
Yeah, looks like a bit of holding on Matty Barlow there, but MJ just missing that one-timer. Settled perfectly from Dan Fadeyevs. Here is Fadeyevs.
Shots in. Good blocker save there.
Good shot
by Crow.
20 seconds left of this power play now, so Dragons are going to have to use the time wisely if they're going to get the goal here. Oh, big goal by Matty Barlow. Absolute snipe, that fantastic play. Waiting for that opportunity, just saw that gap and took his opportunity, rattled the net.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, just to his transition to backwards to open himself up, to open his body, get it on that left-hand side. You know, and he's just worked the angle until he's seen that gap and put it right in that top corner. I think that's what they call on a postage stamp.
That's it. And there's that crucial goal, Steve. So 1-0 on the night. I'll take it to 7-2 on aggregate.
There's Richie Amos with his new mic, wireless mic. So hopefully you can pick him up a little bit clearer now. Again, I think it's an important thing that that was a power play goal. So, you know, Hull causing their own problems, especially with if you're getting silly penalties for hooking and so forth. Not going to do your teams any favours.
Is that showing the intention of the night? Is that going to be the physical side? Hopefully not. Hopefully you get to see some good hockey as Jake just misses the target there.
So then Jets just hooking it to try and clear the zone. Dancer trying to put the pressure on, nearly coming away with the puck, doing really well.
Yeah, Hull are cautious though, aren't they? They're sitting back quite a lot, defending. And they don't want any more goals to go in.
No, of course.
5's a huge task as it is at the moment, but if it goes to 6, 7, 8, then it's even bigger ask for them on the night, isn't it?
So there's a ref's whistle. I think it's a hooking call on Matty Wainwright. Just as they've gone behind the goal, he might have held on to Dance.
So a big opportunity for Hull here now, just to get it back to even on the night, and then go on to make a dent in this deficit. But Dragons are going to have to be switched on.
So Dragons on the penalty kill just as we come into the second half of this period.
Richie loves these jokes.
You're fired.
I think it shows the game when Dragons are on the second breakout of their own penalty kill. Will Harper just doing well to skate there. Just get a shot off.
I mean, I could have made a pun about being fried rather than fired. A bit of a red pun, but I'm bigger than that.
That would have been an excellent comeback, that.
Anyway, enough of these jokes.
Oh, good save there by Tyler. Colin Tyler just skating his way into the zone, taking his shot, trying to catch Tyler on his top left, but Tyler with a good glove save there.
That's it. So 1 minute left on the penalty kill. All, like I say, showing the intent and wanting to get forward. But I think I saw this yesterday as well. You know, the Dragons, even on the penalty kill, are still looking to play forward and play in their zone, not just sit in and box up.
Yeah, I think
it's brave, but it seems to work.
If you would have watched that last minute, you wouldn't have thought it was 5-on-4. In my opinion, I think that's a testament to, like you say, the intent of this team tonight.
Again, here goes Matty Barlow, so 2-on-1. Again, he'll just take it into the zone and keep it away from Hull. The longer we've got the puck, the less chance of them scoring.
Yeah, I'd be happy just to run a bit of time down, wouldn't they?
A bit of a loose pass there by Hull. Matty Barlow looking to just clear the zone.
Bench there calling for offside. Opportunity here for Matty Barlow. Almost too many men call there. He nearly hit that puck before he got on he got off the ice, wasn't it? So.
Yeah, I think he realised that just as he got on the ice. He saw him lift his stick again. He was about to take the puck and then let it go. So good decision there by Hull.
And penalty successfully killed there for Dragons. Back to 5-on-5.
So Rhys Edwards putting the pressure on. Still not sure Rhys quite understands mouth guards.
It's always hanging, isn't it?
Rhys again doing really well there, just to hold that play up, not let Hull break out the zone. So Dragons get themselves set for this Hull attack. Hull just circling there.
Come on, just putting that pressure on, making sure they know it's not easy to get out.
That's it, and they eventually managed to break out, but just to give the puck away. So Rhys just losing his footing a little bit there. And,
the referee's got to have seen that then.
That's a double cross check. That's off the puck as well.
Yeah, Damani James is going to have a word of it. Obviously a young lad, he's got a cage on still. Just coming from behind on Rhys Edwards. I know Rhys was having a bit of a pushing match there with Florence, but I don't think there was anything sinister in it. And it looks like Damani James is going to sit as well.
We'll wait to see what the referees have made of that. I know what my opinion is when you've...
Yeah, it was two sticks to the back of the head there with intent. That's it's not on. We love the physical stuff, but I think things like that just it's not. There's no place in the game for that.
No, not that purposeful intent to injure him.
Looks like a young lad trying to make a name for himself.
Sure, it's all just in the heat of the game, and he'll reflect on it. Probably realise that it wasn't the best decision that he ever made. I'm sure we'll move on from it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rhys's actions previously have probably added to that, but he's got a bit of a reputation himself, hasn't he? But still don't deserve a stick to the back of the head.
So it looks like there's two in the bin, so I'm going to say that's probably a major penalty, is it, for Hull? We'll wait to see what the refs have given in a minute. Obviously Damani James is going to sit for 2. So I'm going to assume it's for roughing. So Dragons are on the power play.
Yeah, so there's a roughing and a cross-check call there. And there'll be a roughing for Damani James. Oh, big opportunity.
Brilliant save.
Big opportunity for Rhys Edwards at the back post there. Like you say, great save. In the words of our friend Donny, he's a problem. Shout out to Donny as well if you're watching. Hope you're having a great Easter. Oh, big shot there from Ross Kennedy.
So Hull just managing to break it out into the neutral zone, picked up by Ross Kennedy. Obviously, a look to build.
We've seen a shot like that from his brother, haven't we? Must be in the Kennedy genes because they can't half hit some shots.
Absolutely. I don't stand in the way, I just move. If he's hitting them out there, he can score, I don't mind. As Donny says, I make a business decision and get out the way.
So Jared Dickinson picks it up, plays it to Jake Mikowski, tricks his way up, and shoots and scores. That was special.
Absolutely, just showing his quality there to dangle his way through. I think Rhys has got a t-shirt for that, and he dangled Snipe Selly.
That's exactly what it is, yeah.
But he's dangled his way through, he's picked out that top corner absolutely brilliantly. Again, just showing he's too hard to handle at times.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, picking up on the blue line, tricking your way through, and it's still finding that accuracy to put it in the corner.
Phenomenal player. So that's 2-0 on the night. So 8-2 on aggregate. Dragons with a 6-goal lead.
That's what we talk about Jay Witowski. I mean, well up in this tie, on the power play, and his movement and that final shot right into the top of the net was absolutely phenomenal. And he's a special player. Really brings a lot to this Dragons side, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely. And getting better as well. You know, all this season, every game I've watched him, he just looks better and better. Kerman just getting into it with Will Harper there. Yeah, it doesn't look like Will wants any of that.
No, again, Will just trying to ease him away from the tendy, and obviously, I think Will is do you say Will's probably a fan favourite for the Hull players? I think him and Rhys are targets on the back, shall we say?
Yeah,
probably well deserved from yesterday. He probably spent all yesterday winding him up.
I think again reputation comes into it, doesn't it? Will's known to wind these players up and get in their heads. Good save there by Tyler on the inside. MJ Clancy just doing enough. That's Will Harper just poking it forward to Theo Malone, who skates in. Just loses out there.
As Broster Jones bringing the hit.
MJ doing well just to get in the way there. Looks like that could be a broken puck, potentially, or a piece of stick.
So let's talk about the scoreline again. 2-0 to the Dragons. Both come from power plays.
Yeah.
Hull, definitely not coming here with the right game plan. Spending too much time in the penalty box. And again, I think that's been one of the issues that they've had throughout the season. You know, I look at Hull and genuinely, their league positioning to me is wrong. They don't, where they sit in the league, are they fifth or sixth?
Yeah.
And they're a far better team than that.
Yeah, they play like it, don't they? They definitely play like a team that's higher in the league.
I think they've just, like you say, there's been a few times where, these minutes in the box has cost them too much.
Yeah.
But they're still a threat. It's a big challenge for them now. It's a long way back. But I would be shocked if there's no goals from Hull this game. I'd like to see a shutout by Dragons, but that selfishly is a a Dragons fan, but realistically, they've definitely got goals in them. That nearly got redirected by Bailey Thomas.
Yeah,
just bouncing off his shin.
Dragons doing well, but it's a bit scrappy here in front of the goal. They'll be glad to get this puck clear and get a bit of breathing space. We'll keep pressuring. Big shot by Daintiff and a goal. As you said, Steve, this team definitely got goals in them. And there's one of them.
Yeah, and I think Daintiff did really well again to pick out that top corner. He managed to find himself in a tiny bit of space and worked himself well and got that shot off. So Dragons 2, Jets 1 on the night. So that makes it 8-3 on aggregate. Still a 5-goal lead for Dragons.
Yeah, Dragons will be comfortable at the moment, but I think if Hull get a couple more goals, it'll be a different story. But
yeah, like you say, comfortable's okay, but we can't be complacent.
Yeah.
Again, you can see Hull with the tails up now.
Yeah, Dragons just seem to have dropped the intensity a little bit in the past couple of minutes. It cost them a goal, so need to keep going. It's Colin Cromie, brings the energy. Ross Kennedy just trying the tight angle shot there. There'll be a face off in the Hull end. Plenty of smiling faces out there today, Steve. Looks like they're having fun.
Yeah, absolutely, and plenty of smiling faces out in the crowd as well.
Yeah, another huge crowd here again under that, as we'd expect. Hull look like they've brought a fair few fans as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always good to see the opposition travelling well.
Opportunity for Colin Cromie there, who's manhandled in a way, but wasn't having any of it. For Morris, he'd give as good as he got there.
He loves it, doesn't he?
He does.
He does give as good as he gets for a guy who's not particularly large either. But yeah, no, you're right about what you said about the intensity just dropping off in the last couple of minutes, but we seem to have picked it up a little bit again now after we've conceded.
Yeah.
Just a word on that whole goal. Say it was, they got goals and there was no way this was going to be a shutout today. Brilliant goal, again into the top of the net. We just got to keep our heads now and play our game and get into this first period break with the lead still.
Hull looking very dangerous in front of our goal at the moment.
Yeah, and it's those, it's the players that we mentioned before. You've got Daintiff, you've got Dancer, Gibber as well. Is another one that we've really got to keep a handle on. But on the same sentence, I think there's 5 players out on the ice that Hull have got to be extremely worried about right now.
Yeah. Big chance for Gieber there. Good save by Tyler. Opportunity for Dragons to go forward with the problem child, Rhys Edwards. Plays it to Jake Wachowski. Finds Theo Malone. Oh, shot off and good save, I think. Was it saved by the goalkeeper then? Yeah. Great save.
I think there was a bit of a block on the stick, and then the keeper got the save in. So
I'll go for ice in that. So face off for Dragons. Sorry, face off in the Hull end. Face off for Dragons there. And Jake Clancy pointing to the side that he wants. He seems to favour that side, MJ.
It does, and if it works for them, it works for them, doesn't it? I think it's who we got out there in the line at the time as well. While we set up and choose that side. Unfortunately, that wouldn't come up for us though, will it?
So Daintiff again just chasing that one, but Matty Wainwright doing well. Playing it forward, looking to play in MJ Clancy, but all off possession. Picked up by Beach. And he's going to be offside there, surely. Yeah. Bit unfortunate that from Beach. Just missed the puck and skated into the zone.
So we'll look to dump that in behind the goal, the old dump and chase.
Not my favourite tactic, but
Dragons breaking out with MJ Clancy. Gets his shot off, but that's a straightforward catch there. Again, when the keeper sees it all the way, that's what the keepers tell me when I'm talking to them. They can see it all the way, it makes it a lot easier for them.
Yeah.
You've got to unsight them to be able to get them snipes out.
Yeah, these early shots as well. I think a lot of the time it's looking for that bounce off the pads and a goal after that. It's not so much the initial shot.
So Dragons keeping it in the zone. But we'll look to break out now. Nearly falling for Damani James.
You are. You're falling for Damani.
Always.
I fell for him when I felt his bicep just today.
Anyway, back to the hockey. Across to Jones. Plays it forward to Matty Barlow. He's got Dan Fadeyevs out to his right. Decides to go for the shot. Picked out the air by the goalkeeper.
I know, but again, Matty Barlow showing, what he brings to the team, what we've been missing with him being out with that little niggle. His puck handling absolutely phenomenal, carrying the puck really, really well into the zone there, getting the shot off. So we'll go for a face-off.
We got
47 seconds remaining.
Yeah, have you seen this one, Steve?
Like I say, we got the all-important first goal. I mean, to be 2-1 up on the night, if we can keep that lead going, it'll really work well for the Dragons. Like I say, last thing we want to do is be chasing them tonight, even though we have got the goal advantage.
How you found Hull tonight so far, Richie? What's your analysis on Hull?
I think they came out quite cautious at the start of the period, and they've really grew into the game. I think you could see why they sit back. They didn't want to concede an early goal, but they've worked hard and they've been very, very dangerous in the ozone. And I think we, as Dragons fans, we need to be looking at this as we need to not concede multiple goals in a row. We've got to keep keeping this one goal a night. It works. If Hull were to score one or two quick goals consecutively, that could really turn the game on its head.
Yeah. So the buzzer sounds for the end of the first period. Skaters are leaving the ice. Solid first period for Dragons. 2-1 up after the buzzer goes.
Yeah, I think Mike Clancy will be happy with the first period. He won't be happy about conceding. He never is. He's a guy he hates to lose, and that's part of his passion. But overall, I don't think he'll be too displeased. Obviously, second period, really, we could do with, as we did last night, putting a bit of daylight between the two teams, and carrying that over into the third.
Yeah, and Dave Clancy just having a bit of feedback from Tyler there, I suspect, about the goal. But it's not much you can do about the shots like that.
No, but I'm sure the team will be working hard on that. Like you say, I think it was more the pressure on Dancer to allow him to get that shot off. He did work himself well into that space, but obviously he did find himself in a bit of space, which is where he got the shot from.
Yeah. So we'll have a break there, and we'll catch you again in 15 minutes.
See you all back soon.
Well, welcome back to the Den in this second leg of the Moralee North 1 playoff semi-finals between Deeside Dragons and Hull Jets. Deeside currently 2-1 up on the night, 8-3 on aggregate, as the players taking the ice now for the start of the second period.
Hopefully they start quicker than the queue for the chips.
Gonna say, I was a bit worried then, boys. I thought I was going to be on my own.
No, we're back. We're back.
Ever the professional, I made it. You get your vinegar on your chips first, though, yeah?
Yep.
Priorities and all that.
So Dragons look like we're going to line up. Second period. Hopefully looking for a fast start. And as I say, I think they need to come out, find this next goal. We need to put that daylight. Just a bit of comfort would be nice. But still in a strong position.
Just had one of our junior players, Jack, listening into your conversation there. Big hello to Jack.
Yeah, and big shout out to the junior teams. I know there's quite a few of the 14s are watching us, so any of the 14 Dragons, if you're watching us, hello. And the 12s and the 16s as well. Hopefully you're enjoying the game if you can't be here with us. Thanks for joining us on the stream.
Big hello to my better half, Kaylee, as well, watching at home with the boys. Said to her, say hello.
You're going to get me in trouble now. I'm going to have to say big hello to the wife, who is also at home watching. So, hi wife. So Dragons again looking to start strong.
Yeah, but Hull will be coming out with intent again on this period. As Ross Kennedy skates forward, gets himself over the blue line, drops off to Jake Wachowski, takes that shot just wide. Hull have got an opportunity here. Ethan Mayo just manages to keep it in. Jake just tips it in towards the goal.
Okay, you can hear the crowd picking up, getting behind the boys.
Yeah.
I've not heard the LA yet, which I quite enjoy.
Yeah, it's
especially
really
when
good.
the drums get behind it.
I think
you missed it in the first period. It was definitely good because I was clapping along beside you.
we were in the zone.
So was I.
I love the way you're like a conductor from this side, aren't you, Rich?
I certainly am. I get comments about it every week about how they see me joining in still. Ever the professional, I can wear two hats.
So Ross Kennedy with Cohen Taylor and Dancer around him there, just getting that pressure.
Yeah, I'm sure Hull would have discussed making sure that they keep that pressure on, keep the energy high. Again, we always talk about this, that Deeside having the biggest pad, full-size Olympic pad, works in our favour. That we've got further to skating training, so hopefully we can keep the intensity all the way through the game.
Yeah, and we've been prone to falling asleep a little bit as well, so probably more than aware of that. Tiger receives that in the Dragons end to Morris. Yeardley waiting here. Good interception there by MJ Clancy. Played out well by Theo Malone. Hull is still in possession. Tapping off to Morris.
Yeah, again, Dragons putting that high press on. Not allowing them any space to get through. Gibbs going to try and work himself into a position, but they're just being forced wide of the dots.
Yeah, the referee's blown up there. Two players on the ice look like they're okay. Looks like we're going to have a penalty here.
I think it's 2 minutes for tripping.
It's going to be Bailey Thomas there. They receive 2 minutes, so Dragon to be on the penalty kill.
Managed to catch some of the Hull fans on the way when I was down by the calf, saying that they're enjoying the game. And like I say, big shout out to all the Hull fans that have travelled, made a difference. Again, probably one of the sets of fans that we always say we have a good crack with. Yeah, always a brilliant atmosphere when Hull are in the building.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk online this last week about fans and fan bases, and I think it's obviously a talking point, but if we're talking about hockey, then it's a win for me. Regardless of whose fan base is what, we have good, bad fans everywhere we go. Just Deeside got the best.
Biased opinion.
Biased opinion.
So slightly loose receiving of the puck there. Holding this in the neutral zone, so they'll come out and go back in. Hull trying to work it to get it in front of the goal, but not just quite picking that puck up. But they are looking quite dangerous here.
Well played there from Tyler. Daintiff was just skating in with loads of space on the on our side of the ice there, just tapping his stick, asking for that puck. Big hello to our American watchers as well. Hopefully it's a bit warmer where you are than it is here. It's freezing tonight.
Yeah, a little bit cold. We had a bit of hail before. Had a bit of sun. It's one of the things that I think people find quite bemusing about the UK when they come over to visit and understand that we have different seasons in the same day.
We've had sunshine, hail and rain today with gale force winds. Looks like the referee's got his hand up there.
There's a tripping call on
Theo Malone.
Oh,
there's a goal there by Florence. We'll pull another one back. I think Dragons are a bit caught up in that call there.
Yeah, I think they switched off a little bit because of the ref's call, which has allowed Florence to get through and pick out that top corner. So they've equalised on the night. That's 2-2, bringing it back to 8-4.
You're working your maths on there. So 8-4 in aggregate.
So back to the 4-goal advantage for Dragons.
And if you want to send us a message, tell us who you're supporting. It's Puck and Dragon online. So there's social media, Facebook, Instagram, Puck and Dragon podcast.
Obviously hosted by the two greatest hockey podcast presenters in the UK.
I think I'm going to add to my CV, chat show co-host maybe.
Yeah, do it.
I don't think my ego is that big. So I've currently got 83 people watching online. Hello to all of you.
So the refs will just explain the decisions there. We should be back to 5-on-4 with that goal. So Theo will take a 2-minute penalty.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a dubious one, that, but the referees make their decisions as always. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong, but as Steve said, as long as they're consistent, you've got no complaints. It's not a job I would do personally.
So back to the face-off. We're back to 5-on-4. Obviously, the goal cancelled out one of the penalties. We'll have 2 minutes for Theo Malone. So Hull on the power play. Big 2 minutes for Dragons to keep this goal out.
Massive opportunity for Hull as well. If they get this next goal here now and keep pushing, get 2 quick goals, puts the game back into contention for them. Daintiff finds itself.
You know, we saw this yesterday with the 2 quick goals. Was it Colin and then Ross almost straight after?
Yeah. Oh, and there's another goal there for Hull.
I mean, can I ask the question?
I'm sure it'll be very controversial, but
so,
go on.
Delayed penalty was on Theo for the trip. Referee then cancels the penalty when they score before giving the goal. How could he be sitting for the tripping penalty?
Very true.
Answer me. How does it happen?
With my refereeing hat on, I've got no idea because I don't referee.
But you know the rules of the game, right?
Yeah. Well, again.
So back to 5-on-5. Dragons now 2, Hull 3. So Hull with the advantage on the night. Yeah. Still trailing by them 3 goals from aggregate yesterday. Dragons really need to switch on now.
Yeah.
Need to go out and get that goal.
I'm not taking anything away from Hull coming back into this game. At the end of the day, you play to the whistle, you do it. So I think we did lose our heads with the delay penalty because we didn't think it was a penalty, and then we switched off again then when we're short-handed, and we can't do that.
No. Opportunity to make amends now. Jake Wachowski just was trying to receive that puck from Colin Cromie, but just a bit too fast for himself. Will get out of their zone, wants to play forward. Ross Kennedy plays it back to Bailey Thomas. Just a bit of a miss of the puck there, but still in possession. Ethan Mayo back to Bailey Thomas. Played forward to Ross Kennedy, but Wilcox doing well there just to intercept. Oh, big opportunity there in front of the goal, and I think it hit the post and out.
I think that was the woodwork.
Yeah. Big opportunity for Florence there. Found himself with loads of space in front of the goal. Hull looking dangerous again. Dragons getting pinned back in. Another big opportunity here. Kerman just looking to receive that, but gets out of his way. Reeder's going forward. Good save there by Tyler. Hull looking really strong at the moment. Dragons looking a bit dazed.
Dragons need to settle. Need some calm heads out there now. Get back to controlling this game. Let the frustrations go.
So just from the other semi-final playoff game, Blackburn Hawks are currently 2-0 up on the night, which means it's 5-3 on aggregate.
That was a 6 p.m. face-off, wasn't it? So that must have been two quite quick goals in the game.
Yeah. So both teams potential opposition if Dragons win this game. I think we said at the start of the show, Steve, about who you'd like to see.
Well, to be honest, between Billingham and Blackburn, I'm not quite sure. Massive respect out to Blackburn this season. Been one of the dominant teams, obviously winning the league. Been very dominant in their performances. And Billingham, they're always a team that can cause us problems. So it's not overly a choice that I want to make. We'll see who comes out tops there. But again, it's all to play for tonight. Still, there's no guarantees that Dragons will get through. Hull currently looking very, very dangerous. They are trying to chip away at that deficit. Currently standing at a 3-goal deficit.
Dragons, like you say, comfortable is okay, but complacent isn't. I think we're on the border at the moment.
I think Hull have obviously had a chat in the period break. You know, they've got to come out, they've got to take the game to Deeside. Deeside, we need to start the box. Simple as that. Again, Hull probably could say the same thing. Their first 2 goals, Deeside's 2 goals came from them being in the penalty box. Matty Barlow doing amazing to just dodge that check.
Ethan Mayo looks to play it to Prosper Jones, who we know has got a great shot on him. Saved by the goalkeeper. Sense a bit of frustration from the Dragons players. Those 2 goals going down, and a game that they've been so dominant in so far. Just starting to show a few cracks in the play.
And just looking at the shots on goal from the first period, it's quite even. 13 for Dragons, 10 for Hull. Like I say, I said this before the game, that Hull never a team to be taken lightly. I definitely think they are a much better team than their league standings would suggest.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're showing that tonight as well.
Okay, so I've got an update on that penalty situation.
Yep.
That's come straight from the scorer's bench. So I didn't realise that we were the PK at the time. So because we were on the PK,
Yeah.
obviously that brings our player out from the goal. What that doesn't do is then cancel out. If we hadn't have had a player in the box, if we weren't on the PK, we wouldn't have lost the man.
Right, okay.
So
Thanks for clearing that one up for it.
I just like to, get things straight.
That's it.
Wouldn't like to be accused of being inappropriate towards referees or anything. That's why we check these things. We fact check.
That's it.
And it makes me sound less like an idiot.
That definitely helps, doesn't it?
And was that fact check from the bench or fact check from ChatGPT?
No, from the bench.
Where do you think the bench got their information from?
I sent Mikey Rowe down. So God knows.
Ethan Mayo doing well to trick his way around at the back of the goal. But Hull are really pushing with intent here. Trying to pin Dragons back into their zone.
So Dragons seem to have settled a little bit now. Obviously them two very quick goals have changed the game slightly, but they do look like they're getting back into a rhythm. Like I say, it's all about ensuring that they keep this rhythm, keep the clear heads. We don't get drawn into penalties, especially silly penalties.
Yeah. Jake with the shot there. Good save by the keeper. Got himself in the way well. Some big sting in that shot there from Jake.
You could feel the hit on the glove and the pad from up here, couldn't you? You could feel it right through your chest.
Another job I wouldn't do. Referee and goalkeeper. I've said it before and I'll keep saying it.
Different breed goalkeepers, don't they?
Sure are. Opportunity here for Hull. Going forward. Shot there by Haggart. Again, looking for that early shot in and a bounce off the pads of the keeper. It's a favoured tactic of Coach Clancy as well. Morris with the shot in. Referee is going to call for that one. Looks like it's going to be Bailey Thomas potentially.
Was he calling a penalty there? I know there was a bit of a push. Was it just blown with Tyler being down?
Maybe it's Tyler down.
I think, he protected Tyler there, didn't he? 'Cause he was skating right into him. He showed no signs of stopping at all. So
He definitely protected him and more there the way that
good call
play went
for
down. So Colin Taylor's got the puck. Looks to play it around the back of the goal. Powell just to get it out. Florence trying to trick his way around. Dragons managed to get it out with Jake Wachowski. Plays as Colin Cromie. Back to Jake. He gets tangled up with Powell. Florence trying to break out. Colin Cromie doing well.
Just brilliant back checking from Colin. Just that
Fantastic, isn't he?
that energy just to get back and make sure that there's no breakaway.
I think it's just
he's a defenseman's dream.
He is like so fast as well, isn't he? Getting forward and backwards. Just as quick getting back and back checking as he is going forward.
So just over the halfway mark through the game. Obviously, if you are watching the stream, reach out to us on social media, Puck and Dragon Podcast. Tell us your thoughts on the game. Tell us what you're enjoying.
Great club save there by Tyler. I've got to say, I'm really impressed with Hull this period since they've come out. Obviously, whatever was said in the changing room, they've really come out fighting. Managed to get 3 goals. 2 goals this period, sorry. And really bring it to the Dragons. I think the Dragons are a bit deer in the headlights at the moment. A bit startled. It wouldn't surprise me if Hull's going to score again. And I think it needs a goal just to settle down, but Beach is on his way through on his own. Tries the backhanded shot, but Tyler does well to cover that one.
Again, I think Tyler's been very vitally important this period. I mean, he's been vitally important all season. The games he's played, he's done fantastically well, but it could have been quite a few more in this period.
Yeah, Reader has a shot there.
Another block shot there. Yeah, Hull have really come out with a determination, and they're looking to work it round. They're looking to play.
Yeah. Let's see what the referee's made of this. Reader went down holding his face, but he has got a cage on. Maybe a stick through. The referee's just conferring here. Doesn't look like any action taken. Looks like Hawks have scored another goal, so Blackburn Hawks 3-0 up as it stands, and potentially opposition of whoever wins here tonight. They've had a great season, haven't they, Hawks?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, yeah. As that puck just pops up and hits the referee. But yeah, Blackburn Hawks, great season. Like I say, finished top of the league. Not unbeatable. We beat them in the semi-final on the way to the cup. So, like you say, be an interesting match-up between whoever it is. I think the 4 teams that are in the semi-finals all deserve to be in the final.
It looks like it's we're going to pull the goalkeeper here. It's a delayed penalty. Theo Malone's just gone down holding his wrist, I think. So I think there was the original incident on Matthew Wainwright potentially. Rich, did you see it?
Yeah, it looked like a simple. Well, it's hard to tell exactly. It looked like a bit of a hook / trip. You can never tell, can you? When you're this far away, which one it was. But yeah, it was a good call from the referee, and pulling the keeper was the right one. But we just that puck across the ice there was just to nobody really. Unfortunately, it was wasted opportunity. But we are on the power play now. Yeah,
feels a bit desperate at times, last 5 minutes or so especially, just trying to get rid of the puck out of our zone. Hull really putting that pressure on.
Yeah, it's really important now in the next, we've got just under 6 minutes left in the second period. I think we need to not concede again, I think, is the main thing here, because I think that's when Jets will just come into their own and we just lose our heads. So we've got to do the rest, and a big team talk as well in the period break from Clancy and Compton.
Yeah. And we know Matty Compton can give a good talk. If anyone could pet these lads off, it's going to be Matty Compton.
Probably hear it from here.
So Jake skates into the zone. Staying patient. Sends it around the back to Colin Cromie. Down to Jared Dickinson. Back to Cromie. Into Ross Kennedy in the middle. That was a shot. Keeper saves that. Good save by the keeper. But again, like you say, Steve, you're sighted. You've seen that puck coming all the way in.
Yeah, I think Dragons worked it really well to find Ross in the centre ice there, right in front of the goal, to get the shot off. But again, goalkeeper's managed to get that into his chest and drop onto it. Obviously, the Dragons making sure that we've got people right in front for those tip-ins. So change the line. Yeah. Dragons will go again.
Big shot coming out, Jared Dickinson.
And that's another one who can absolutely hammer a shot at you.
Yeah.
So race there from Ross Kennedy. That's well cut out by the Dragons.
Yeah, Beach doing really well, getting tangled up there, but managing to stay on his skates.
So 30 seconds left on this power play.
Again, Hull pushing forward on the penalty kill. Two jumping referees there. It's like the Mexican wave. It's going to be pretty much time done on the penalty there. Hull return back to full strength. Morris part of the attack straight away. Daintiff offside, so he skates back onside. Gives Dragons a chance.
Yeah, and I think Hull have
and offside.
Hull have done really, really well, and the intensity's been upped massively by Hull. Be interesting to see how they skate in the third period.
Yeah, like you say, you can never question the Dragons' fitness on the size pad when it comes to the third period. Looks like Matty Barlow's going to sit here. A bit of a tangle behind the goal.
Looks like the ref is signalling for cross-checking.
Yeah, it's going to be a cross-check. Again, that frustration coming out. A bit of a tangle up behind the net, but then Dragons back down to 4 again. And I wouldn't like to have 4 players on the ice against the way that this team that like Hull are playing so well.
Big 2 minutes for the Dragons now, isn't it? Massive 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's just under 3.5 minutes left as well. We're playing 2 minutes with 4 men. Big opportunity for Hull to pull another goal back as well. So Dragons need to be switched on.
That's it. So Hull just looking to try and be patient. Matty Wainwright doing really well to try and tie them up a bit. And Colin Cromie trying to put the pressure on and block that passing lane. So that'll be put down the ice. Obviously Colin Cromie will chase. No icing as we're on the penalty kill. That's Hagar. Bailey Thomas tracking him, pushing him wide. Shots in by Hull, looking there for the tip in. Again, Dragons working hard to clear the lines. Loose pass, but Miros will pick that up. Playing it through to Kevin Taylor. Again, shots in, but well held by Tyler. So 40 seconds left on the penalty kill. We've had a message in from a fan, which is actually my wife telling me off for having chips.
Sorry, is that my fault?
It's my fault for having them.
The man's hungry, Steph, leave him alone.
So again, Dragons will fire that up the ice just to take the pressure off. Ross Kennedy is in pursuit.
Yeah, 10 seconds left of this penalty kill. Looks like Dragons are going to be successful in killing this one.
Yeah, which they needed to do. Dragons back to full strength, but obviously Hull driving in. That's a shot blocked, which looks like it hurts.
Yep. And Jake's going to take it over the blue line. Look for Matty Barlow, who's skating in. Didn't quite get the shot on target there. Out to Prosper Jones, who'll take the first side. Good save again by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, you can see Will Harper just skating off on 1 foot there. I think that
hurt him, that
block.
One.
Yeah, it's surprising how much it hurts for you skate.
I think a shout out to the keeper from Hull on this in this period. He's done fantastic, really well.
Yeah, I think Hull as a team have done really, really well this period. Dragons need to get back in after this minute and go and sharpen the pencil.
Oh,
there's a goal.
Fantastic goal. And I think that was needed by the Dragons. They really needed that goal going into the break.
Yeah, and again, it's the icon, Colin Cromie.
Yeah,
So 3 goals yesterday, and obviously doing his job tonight. It's Colin Cromie. Shout out, sponsored by effing Terrible Sports.
also a link up from fellow American Jake. Them two just link up so well, don't they?
There's the crowd enjoying that. Whoop, there it is.
So less than a minute on the clock for this one. I think Dragons will be glad to get in with the score the way it is after that.
Yeah, like we said, it's always, well, normally a very tight affair between these two teams. You know, there usually is only a goal or 2 in it. So as it stands, 3-3 on the night. Obviously, yesterday's game 6-2. So Dragons still leading on the aggregate. So 4-goal advantage to the Dragons. So we're going to take a big period from Hull next period to try and take him to overtime. There's Colin's song as well. He's in your head.
Gives you goosebumps, doesn't it? Oh, big shot there by Rhys Edwards. Rhys very familiar with these Hull players, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's having a friendly chat there with Taylor. You can see Rhys spent the season up over in Hull for the national team.
Opportunity here for Hull. Flashes in front of the goal again from Dainty. Beach not quite there. Flicked forward. 10 seconds remaining on the clock. It's going to be icing, but again, close call that one.
Yeah, I thought it was a 50-50 for me. You know, that for me should have played out, but like you say, I don't wear black and white. You can see that Matty Compton's just discussing that with the referee.
In a calm and polite manner that he does.
Yes, I can hear the words out of his mouth. Referee, I believe your decision was possibly wrong.
Something along that line anyway.
Absolutely. So seconds left. Rhys will just dump that into the zone for the buzzer.
Yeah.
So strong period there for Hull to bring themselves back level. You know, Dragons managing to obviously get that final goal to keep the score all tied as they go into the end of the period. But yeah, massive respect out to Hull for that period. Dragons got to pick it up for this final period now.
Yeah, just looking over to the bench, Will Harper's really struggling there. He's got his boot off. He's got no pressure on his ankle.
Or maybe it's a little bit higher than we suspected. That puck where it's hit, maybe it's caught his ankle.
Yeah.
Again, like I say, as solid as the boots are, that puck still hurts.
Yeah, that could potentially be his game. Done.
Which hopefully will ice up, and you know, he's a big player for us. We don't want to be missing him if and touch wood if we're in the final.
Yeah, I think he will have to touch wood at the moment, the way Hull playing. So 3-3 so far on the night. We'll take a break. We'll see you back in 15 minutes.
See you in 15 minutes.
So welcome back to the Den for our third and final period here in this semi-final match, Deeside Dragons versus Hull Jets. You want to summarise the game so far, Steve?
Yeah, well, if you just joined us, it's 3-3 on the night, which is still Dragons leading by 4 goals from the 6-2 win last night. I believe the D2 team is still in a good position. They're losing 3-1 on the night at the end of the second period. So again, D2 still two goals clear on aggregate. Having a good game. Updates on Blackburn. I believe Blackburn are in the lead there with a 3-goal advantage. Obviously yesterday Blackburn-Billingham were 3-3.
It's now 4-0.
Is it 4-0? So Blackburn looking in a strong position to go through to the final. And Dragons making their way out for the third period. So we need a big period now. Obviously it's still going to be a big uphill challenge for Hull. They've got 4-goal deficit to overcome. If they can score 4 without reply, they're taking us to overtime, and obviously the extra goal would give them the win. But can you really see Hull doing that?
I mean, if they play the way they did in that second period, then yes. They were absolutely phenomenal in that second period, but I still think Dragons, it's their game to lose at the moment. Depending on how they come out in this period, hopefully they've had a little talking to by the coaches and told to get a bit of discipline, a bit less scatty in their play.
Yeah, need to stay nice and calm and solid. I think there is an absence on the bench. We saw Will Harper take a puck to the ankle towards the end of the second period. Doesn't look like he's returning to the ice. Although I haven't got my glasses on, so Carl, you'll have to help me on that one.
Yeah, I've not seen Will. Usually spot him with his brightly coloured ginger hair. I can't see him. I'm getting told no, he's not.
No, so Will Harper will drop out. A little bit more pressure on the D-man. Looks like that's gone for icing.
What would be your strategy if you were Hull now, Steve? Because you've got to go for this game, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. They'd have to go for it. They're going to have to take chances, going to have to take risks. Obviously, the main thing for both teams is...
fantastic. Sorry, Steve. Ross Kennedy just skating in on that back post again. We've seen it time and time again this season. Jake Wachowski just picking him out perfectly.
So to answer your question, Carl, that's exactly what Hull didn't want. Is Dragons taking an early goal again. We spoke about this last game. Ross Kennedy at the moment finding that ability to just drift in, where almost sneaks in round the back.
Yeah, he just makes an angled skate in from the outside, just at the perfect time. And Jake's obviously always alert to that. The goalkeeper's blindsided a little bit, and it's fantastic play. And it's shown this season many times how they scored that way.
Should we give him a new nickname, Mr. Deeds? Sneaky. But yeah, perfect start there from the Dragons, coming out to get the early goal. We're just having a couple of conversations around that, but the goal will stand, so the referee will drop the puck.
Yeah, Crow wasn't happy about something there with that goal, but not quite sure what it was. Jake just taking it into the zone. And takes the Mayo, who cycles it around the back, but all the wise to that one. Ross Kennedy just keeping it in the end. Ryger looks to play to Dancer, but Ross doing defensive duty as well. Just dropping back in. Jake just looking for Colin Cromie there. Manages to get the puck. Jake Wachowski just tricking his way around again.
Yeah, doing so well just to do them little pops of the puck, just to knock him between legs or just under sticks and then pick it up on the other side. So Ethan Mayo looking to find the angle, just misses Jake, so Hull will look to break out here. That will go for icing.
No, Ethan Mayo's going to keep that in. Dragons will want to keep playing here, keep pushing this tempo against Hull, knowing that second period was huge for them. Also exhausts a lot of energy.
So Hull looking to break in the zone through Florence. Takes an early shot in, but wide of the goal. Dragons taking control and looking to build through Matty Barlow.
Looks like it's going to be a delayed penalty here. We pulled the goalkeeper. I think it was a trip on Matty Wainwright potentially.
Florence.
Yeah, he's not happy about that call, is he?
No, I think I think the gesture was quite playful. You know, no malice in that to say get out of it, ref. That's not a trip in, but that's how the ref has seen it. So Dragons will be on the power play.
Yeah, I mean the referee put his hand up straight away, so whatever he saw, he was sure of.
So 5-on-4 for the Dragons again. Can they take the opportunity to stick the extra goal in? Obviously, you'd hear the crowd getting behind the team.
Yeah, I think that's going to be tripping. Yeah. So minor penalty, 2 minutes for tripping. Dragons will be on the power play.
The ref's just still discussing something there. Probably a good time to give a shout out to the Dragons TV sponsor, Dragon Forge.
Yeah, doing some fantastic work for us.
So obviously Dragon Forge making it all work and come together. As you can see the scoreboard at the top of the screen. Some of the technical stuff that he does is phenomenal. So you're all enjoying us bringing you the updates and talking you through the game.
Either that or we're on mute.
So Dragons looking to build around the outside here.
Ethan Mayo with the shot in.
That's it, MJ and Damari James both in front of the goal looking for that tip in.
I wouldn't like to be that goalkeeper looking around Damani. Dan Fadeyev's set.
Puck's loose. So Matty Barlow's picked it up. Getting shot in, but that's just hit the stick and gone up into the net.
Yeah, Wilcox doing well there to get in the way.
Slightly disappointed that we didn't get the in-betweeners dance as the players come onto the ice.
Richie giving it his best there.
Probably the best dance I've ever done in my life.
A fan of the in-betweeners, Richie?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah?
Love a bit of crude toilet humour. That's exactly what it is.
So Jake looking to work round, get the shot in.
Oh, there's a big trip over there. Ross Kennedy in front of the goal, but the referees are happy with that one. As Jared Dickinson is just chasing this one down, doing well. And the referee's finally blown up. Not sure what for. It definitely looked like there was a trip for Ross Kennedy. It might be just a pause in play for the goalkeeper to get his equipment sorted for Hull. It looks like he's just tying up his pads again.
So it looks like the face-off is going into the neutral zone. Not quite sure what the referee's blown up for there.
I think it was an equipment issue with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper told the referee just needed a minute.
Early shot in there by Dainty.
Just trying to get the seconds down, aren't they? All here. There's 30 seconds left on this power play for Dragons as they go forward with Ross Kennedy. Colin Cromie and Jake Gautsky with him. And he plays to Colin Cromie and scores.
Again, that was brilliant play there by Ross Kennedy just to take the puck around the back of the goal. Colin was stood waiting in front of the keeper in the right place, and it's simple one-time finish. I believe it's gone through the 5 hole straight under the goalkeeper. So 2 goals for our the icon Colin Cromie, sponsored by Effing Terrible Sports.
Yeah, I think that Ross Kennedy deserves a mention. I don't think his name's mentioned anywhere near enough this season as it has been in previous seasons, but he's stepped his game up, hasn't he?
Absolutely. We look at the points leaders. We always talk about how Dragons can be quite proud that they've got there's always 3 names minimum in all of those top points charts, and it is those 3: Jake, Colin Cromie and Ross Kennedy. So he's in there with the goals, and a lot more assists than goals this season, Ross.
Yeah, and I think the most important thing that when you see Ross playing as well is he's happy playing. He's got a smile on his face constantly, and obviously really loving his hockey again. Chance there for Dragons again. Damani James takes a shot. Goalkeeper tangled up with his own D-man, but they managed to keep the puck out. Not that we're excited for next season, but on the screen there, approximately 153 sleeps until next season. I don't think Mikey sleeps, so it's probably about 10 sleeps between now and next season for him.
Well, I thought he was like a bear. He hibernated between seasons.
Big shout out to Mikey Rowe, doing well behind the scenes with Sean Bevington. And Matty Wainwright will pick this one up at the Dragons end. Just flick it forward. Damani James will chase it down with Theo Malone. Plays out to Dan Fadeyevs. Early shot in. Again, a good save by Crow.
Yeah, but I think Dragons have had the right reaction. Whatever's wisdom's been said between the coaching staff during that period, break is working. They've come out with the right attitude and application, and they really are taking the game to Hull. So good to see. Touch wood, we can take this into the next game, being the final.
Yeah, 15 minutes left, just under this game now. Is there any way back for Hull?
There's always a way back. I mean, it takes 3 seconds to score a goal, but realistically, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Again, they need to eat the elephant, don't they? So they're going to have to just try and chip away goal by goal. But that is going to be quite a challenge, especially with how rampant the Dragons are at the moment.
Looks like there's a few tired legs in this whole team at the moment. Couple of mistakes. There's going to be a delayed penalty here. The goalkeeper lets him skates over to the bench, and then the referee blows up. A nice little skating anyway. He's going to get a hooking call there.
That's MJ Clancy. 2 minutes for 2 minutes for too much time on the ice. Or 2 minutes for hooking.
Hooking, yeah. We love you, MJ.
Again, great pressure there by Jake. Hopefully you can hear the crowd. So obviously the music is off. That is the crowd. Colin Cromie in your head.
Big opportunity for Hull there in front of the goal. Good interception by the captain there. Jared Dickinson just puts himself in the way. Manages to get his stick there. Hook it to the net. Maybe a face off in the Dragons end. Talking about the season end, and with this being the last game in the Den, Richie, who's your standout players? I'm not going to say player because that's quite difficult, but who's your standout players this year? Who shocked you?
Who shocked me? I think I think obviously it was a late signing, but Theo Malone has really impressed me in the games he's played for us, and I think he's going to be a massive player in the future.
Looks like so. Ross Kennedy's going to sit for 2 on that. That was a big hit underneath us there. We felt it rumble from our commentary position.
Waiting to see what the refs call then. Is it charging?
Interference, I think.
Yeah, interference is called there. Obviously, I couldn't see it right below us, but it was a massive hit, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Anyway, back to you, Richie.
Yeah, so I think, the games he's played for us, Theo Malone's been massive. Darmani James as well has been a really good presence, not just as an enforcer, but as an actual really important player to this Dragons side. Obviously, we could talk about Jake and Colin all day, couldn't we? And you mentioned Ross earlier, how Ross has really upped his game this season. But Tyler Batouche as well, I think quite possibly one of, if not the best, tendon in the league is important. But I think the whole feel around Dragons this season, it's just that feeling of one and togetherness, and it's so hard to. If you ask me for 5, I could keep going because every one of them has played their part this season.
Yeah. Hull doing well here on the attack. Colin Cromie again, just eating a puck as he loves to do.
That's well cut out there by Jake, who'll take him on the breakaway. That's a hook in.
That's got to be that. Yeah, referee's got his hand up, so it's a delayed penalty. Oh, the big clash with the goalkeeper there. Looks like Jake had a push from behind into the goalkeeper. There'll be a bit of a break here.
Face first into the post as well, to the pipes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I can't disagree with you, Richie, on your picks. I think we'll throw a couple more names into that one as well. Obviously, Dan Fadeyev's. Well,
Ryan Broster-Jones.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Mikey. Ryan Broster-Jones this year for me has really stepped his game up. He's had a couple of blue line goals. He's really put himself on the ice. And I'm glad Mikey said that the same as me. Yeah, absolutely fantastic season. Our captain as well, Jared Dickinson, always cool-headed. Had a fantastic season as captain, and he really taken that captaincy on board and ran with it. He got the respect of everyone in the club, in the changing room, all the fans.
An ever-present solid in the team, isn't he? He's incredible.
I think you've missed one massive player there. Absolutely huge player that's a massive part of this club and hugely important to every single game, especially home at the Den, and that's the fans.
Oh, there's a goal there for Hull. Hull pull one back. Is it Beach? I think it's Beach. Managed to get himself in a good position and beat Tyler. Tyler not happy with that one.
No, and obviously 4-on-4, the ice opens up, doesn't it? So Beach managing to find a bit of space. So Dragons 5, Hull Jets 4.
When you said we were missing a crucial person, I really thought you were going to say Phil.
Yeah, no, it is. The team as a whole, like you say, you can't really pick out individuals. As such, the whole team's come together. What's being built here at Deeside is something special. It's well worth watching, giving you your time up.
Money can't buy this.
No, absolutely not. Obviously, challenge out to all the fans watching is can you bring a friend? Can you introduce someone new to hockey? And that goes out to Hull as well. We're massive ambassadors of growing the game. And that's growing the game for all clubs.
Shout out to the whole fans who have travelled today as well. They've been noisy all game, and they've which has just really increased the atmosphere in the Den, and it's given us something to sing back to, which is it's been quite rare this season to get some fans so vocal.
Yeah, and we've still got just over 10 minutes left of ice hockey as Ross Kennedy goes through. Really well saved by Crow. It's currently 5-on-4. Dragons, 5 players on the ice. We've got 4. And Dan Fadeyevs will skate it out. nipping his way around using the board.
Yeah, Danford Ayres has done brilliant this season. Like I say, he's definitely one of the bright and upcoming stars of Deeside Dragons. Long may he be part of this team.
2 years' time, that kid's going to be incredible.
So it looks like the Hull Jets will go back to full strength. Dragons will go on this attack. That was again Ross just jumping those challenges. Here's Broster Jones with a hit, which you wouldn't expect anything else.
Yeah.
And Reese has tried the tip in, but it's just missed the top of the goal. So we'll go for a face-off in the Hull end.
Again, just looking at shots on goal after the second period, Steve. 24 Dragons, 26 Hull. What a tight second period that was as well.
Yeah, well, that was so it's five goals more in that second period from Hull than Dragons.
So the referee's going to give a penalty. I think it's going to be against Jared Dickinson. An interference call again. Ethan Mayo and MJ Clancy just asking for an explanation on that one.
Apologies, there was a bit of noise from just down below us.
Yeah, some very excited fans not happy with that call.
I mean, for me, if I might interject here, I mean, if you're playing within playing distance of the puck and you are shoulder to shoulder as that was, that is not interference. Maybe, what do I know?
I thought it was a good check myself, but like we always say, the referees, it's our job. If they've seen it different, they've seen it different. We've just got to go out and kill this penalty. And
at ice level, it's a split-second decision. It is difficult. It is a difficult thing to do. But
we've got a fantastic view from up here as well, haven't we?
We have.
That's the other thing. The referee's just conferring again. They're going to call something here. Possibly a bench penalty. I think someone's going to have to sit for 2.
So it looked like there was a second puck on the ice, and they're saying it was thrown from the Dragons bench. The Dragons player seems to be gesturing that it's been thrown from behind them.
Okay.
I'm just going off body language and gesture here. I'm not saying that's exactly what happened, but
yeah, there's plenty of pointing up into the crowd. Very convincing to me.
I'm on board.
What will the call be on Sportsman?
Delay of game?
Yeah, maybe. This is where my knowledge has got big holes in it now, Richie, so let's not ask anymore.
Yeah, it looks like we are sitting a bench penalty. I mean, the interesting thing is there's never any pucks on the bench.
No.
So it looks like Matty Wainwright is going to sit that penalty, sponsored by Simeon.
Great guys over at Simeon. All your scaffold training needs.
Yeah, absolutely. So Simeon, good friend of ours, Simon, he'll be with the D2 team, which hopefully I know they were down to Coventry.
Great save there by Tyler.
It'd be really good to see both Dragons teams in the finals.
Yeah, it was first season as well for Dragons too, as Dragons too. I was at Deeside Ducks previously, but part of the Dragons family now, which is great. Great route to the first team as well, with all those players in there.
So rest blown up there. I think he was trying to say that the goal was off its pegs, but didn't seem to move when he pushed it back.
And Taylor just puts that in front of the goal, just looking for a tip in.
Hearing shouts of D2 have won from the crowd below us.
I think it was, yeah.
We just fact check for you.
Oh, big miss there by Reader as a one-timer.
Yeah.
So Dragons trying to defend with 3 players here, getting mauled by this whole team. Well, it's still no goal yet. Cohen Taylor will go for the first time shot off the stick of Tyler Delabatouche. A big 30 seconds coming up for the Dragons as they're defending this one. Cohen Taylor again. Doesn't quite get that. Oh, and Hull have scored. Almost inevitable that one, I think, playing 5-on-3.
Yeah, I think the Dragons did well to keep him out for that amount of time.
They really did.
Obviously that brings it back to Dragons 5, Hull 4.
Yeah, 5-5 I think. You've missed a goal, Steve.
Missed the goal. Okay, 5-5 on the night. So obviously Dragons still with the 6-goal lead.
Yeah.
4-goal lead.
And Morris doing well on that goal there. So, like I say, it's sort of inevitable, the amount of pressure they were putting on the Dragons. 3 players at the back, they were working hard, but all really turning it up. Referee's not happy, so it looks like it's going to be a hooking call for one of the Hull players on Jake Lukowski.
Is that Dancer? Yeah, number 98, so Dancer's going to have 2 minutes.
Richie Amos just announcing to the crowd there that it's official. Deeside Dragons 2 are going to the playoffs in Sheffield. So massive congratulations to them.
Huge, absolutely huge. Fair play to them. What a great sustainable part of the club that they are as well. As a way to bring these younger players through. But fantastic. They're going to have a great weekend in Sheffield. And if both Dragons teams get there, my liver is not going to cope.
Looks like there's a high stick call here against Jake Lukowski, who's going to sit too. So the power play that we were on. Sorry, we're going down to 3 players again for 6 seconds until Matty Wainwright returns to the ice.
Yeah, so it'll be 4-on-3.
Yeah,
there's a couple of seconds till Matty Wainwright's back. So Jake Lukowski, 2 minutes. Sponsored by Deeside Dental Surgery.
Yeah, game just sort of seems to have lost its cool at the moment, doesn't it?
The indiscipline, which I said at the start, which we need to be careful of, and we've sat a lot of penalties in this game so far. We've got 7 minutes left in the third now. Okay, we're still up on aggregate. We're 5-5 in the night, but we've got to keep our heads. We've got to go back to what we were doing at the start of this period. And the more this period goes on, the more Hull are going to get frustrated, and we've got to stay cool, especially that last 5 minutes.
Yep. Yeah. We definitely want to be going to Sheffield with a full squad. Hopefully Will Harper will make his return. Hopefully his injury's not too bad. So We wish him all the best. If anyone knows where we can get some ice for his ankle. Mikey's favourite player, Broster Jones there, just skates it out. Ethan Mayo plays it out to Jared Dickinson. Not much doing. Jared picks it out of the air, turns, shoots it into the glass. Great skill that by Jared, just to drop and a turn.
So Hull are going to look to try and break out. Obviously Hull are going to have 10 seconds of 5v4.
Referee just getting in the way of that pass then, but Daintive telling him he's not happy about it. Matty Barlow will pick this one up, skate into the zone.
Shoot.
Oh, stick in there and hits the net. 7 seconds left on the penalty for Hull, and 16 on Jake Wachowski's penalty. So Hull back to full strength. As you say, Steve, 10 seconds before Dragons are back out. Dragons will be looking to get this puck now and send Jake on his way as he gets out. Gabe are doing well.
There's Jake out the box, looking for the puck.
He was away then, but nothing doing. Now he'll get it.
Now he is, so he's 1v1.
Oh, great save by the goalkeeper then. Jake just dangling it out there and taking his shot.
Yeah, trying to hide the shot from behind the defender. Really clever play, but instincts there from Crow to put that catcher out.
The face off in the whole end. Back to full strength for both teams now. 5v5 for the last 5 minutes of this game.
So hopefully Dragons can keep the head cool now, keep the players on the ice and stay out the box. 5 minutes to see this out, to take them through to the final. Obviously they're not going to start pushing for them goals. I don't think they've got it in them. You know, they're definitely a team that prefers to outscore to win.
Yeah. Opportunity here for Hull. As Powell skates it in.
So Bailey putting the pressure on all over him, making that hard for him to pick a pass out. Shot in from the blue line, nearly tipped in, but again Tyler's pad saving it, so will fall behind.
Matthew Wainwright doing well, but Florence was there, just nicked that puck off him. Good battle between them two. Matthew Wainwright and Florence doing well.
Good catch and drop there by Tyler to set the Dragons team on the way.
Yeah.
So Ross Kennedy will put the pressure on Taylor, and that's a big hit.
Yeah.
And there's a goal!
Fantastic goal there. Ross Kennedy and Jake Wachowski once again.
Yeah, again, Ross has done really, really well to get behind and win that puck and then play it into Jake just in front of the goal. Obviously, Hull just having a word with the referee.
Yeah, I think that incident behind the goal. Obviously, if it happened to us, we'd be doing the same thing. So
yeah, I think they're complaining about the check on Taylor.
Well, you never want to see players get hurt, but it said a lot there that as soon as the goal was given, and it was given, he was straight back up.
Yeah.
And that, a bit of gamesmanship there from Hull, but glad to see he's back on his feet. It was okay. Good check in my book.
Voice of reason as always, Richie.
I'm just up there, aren't I? Just watching over.
Showing your age having a checkbook. Shots in, pucks loose in front of the goalie. Managed to catch it under his arm there.
Yeah, dangerous position for the goalkeeper there as well on his back. Face up.
So refs will blow to protect the players, and we'll go for a face-off. I would probably like to point out, Richie, that joke doesn't really work for me because I'm probably older than you.
I stopped myself saying that, but probably only about a couple of years.
Yeah.
Steve's like, we'll leave it there.
Yep, let's leave it there.
I was born in the 80s, put it that way.
Well, so was I, brother.
So, Dragons back out on the play.
Mid-80s.
Change the subject.
Mikey's keeping really quiet here as well. So 3 minutes left of this game. It's looking like Dragons are going to progress to the final in Sheffield. I'll try and find out what the score is on the Blackburn Hawks game as well. I think it's going to be a Hawks win by the look of things.
I think the last I saw in the second was 6-2 Hawks, but I can't confirm that as 100% gospel.
Ooh, nice backhanded shot there from Haggart. And Damani James picks it up. He's got Theo Malone with him.
Yeah, so end of the second period, Hawks are 6-2 up.
Looks like Theo Malone again is going to sit, and it looks like Dan Fadeyev's for that check as well, so that's back down to 3. It looked like there was a check and a trip. So both will sit for 2 minutes. He's face first on the ice there, Richie.
Yeah, I'm feeling quite partisan at the moment, obviously, and losing 2 men there as well in the space of a second.
Yeah.
But there was a definite little bit of simulation. I feel like he certainly played for that trip. Not going to say he wasn't tripped, but he made sure he was tripped.
Yeah. Part of the game.
So Dragons are going to see the last couple of minutes of the game out on a 3v2. Good to see him up in the offensive zone, but that is going to allow
big
Hull
opportunity
to get away.
Yeah, for Hull. Colin Taylor's currently on the puck. He's got Dainty skating in. Shoots. Just goes wide. Big minute and a half here for Dragons to try and defend this.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of energy zapped and a lot of mental switch on required.
Dainty doing well there, just trying to trick his way in. Cromie and Dickinson stopping that one. Colin Taylor looking to flash it forward. Hits Beach. So difficult to defend 3 players, isn't it? Usually you'd box up and you'd keep that shape, but with 5 players around you.
Yeah, it's behind the goal. Jared just trying to.
Oh, great save!
What a great save!
Real instinctive save from our goalkeeper. That. And again. Beach has got the puck, plays it out to Dainty. shot stopped by Colin Cromie there.
That looks like it's hurt.
Yeah, he's going to hobble off there. And Jake Lukowski's on his own versus 2 players at the other end. There's the countdowns on. Final 50 odd seconds left. The noise is going to grow here.
Successful penalty kill by the Dragons. 2, 1. Out come the boys.
That's huge, that. 3 players versus 5.
What a test of character that was.
Yeah. Oh. Dancer with a big hit on Theo Malone there. Final 30 seconds.
That's it. Looks like Hull will come for one final run, but I think it'll be consolation if anything. Daintiff looking to get his shot off just wide of the goal.
Barlow with the puck, skating it out. Malone's down here. Puck goes towards the goal. Matty Barlow will chase that. 2 seconds left. And that's game.
Dragons win.
The Dragons are going to the final.
That's it. So more of a conventional Dragons. Hull score 6-5 on the night. Obviously 6-2 yesterday, so Dragons win overall, winning both games. We will see you in Sheffield.
Yeah, so caught on the action then, gents. I forgot to get your MVPs. Are we going to have a guess?
Ross Kennedy.
Good call.
I can't disagree with that. Ross Kennedy's had a phenomenal game. He's been really involved in getting the assists in, and his play's been fantastic.
And for Hull Jets, I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to go for Crow to start with. Crow or Daintiff for me is one of the two, but I think Crow's had a great game in the pipes there today.
I would have gone with Daintiff.
I'm going to go Maverick Goose.
So playoff hockey, Dragons all the way through to the final. What do you think that means to these players?
It's got to be a good feeling, isn't it? I think early on in the league, had a bit of a up and down season, and unfortunately Hawks had a really good consistent season, but towards the end of this season, I mean, every player will know they deserve to be in that final with the way they played.
Yeah, and I mean, as the season goes, you say second in the league, League Cup winners and playoff finalists. Call it there, that's a phenomenal season.
Welsh Cup.
Yeah, Welsh Cup. So 2 cups, second in the league, and we're in the playoff finals. Hopefully you'll all be able to come and join us. We want to pack out Sheffield and make it feel like the boys are playing home at the Den, so if you can make the journey to come support the boys, that would be really appreciated.
And tickets are still available on the website.
Yes, absolutely.
Showdown in the Steel City.
Well, block 8's full, but you know, a lot of Dragons fans are buying in block 7 and block 9, so pack it out. I'll be there with Tony, be the choir masters. We could do this.
How are they going to pick you out, Richie? Because you're quite
inconspicuous.
Inconspicuous is the word, yeah. With your massive beard and ponytail.
Maybe I'll wear my hair down instead of a pony.
You can hear the noise there from the crowd. I think we've got to give a massive shout out to Deeside Ice Rink as well, and Dweller. Ian Foster opened up the rink to make this game happen tonight. The rink was due to be shut, being Easter bank holiday Sunday. So big shout out to them for opening, giving us the ice to play, and congratulations to both teams there. I mean, Hull, I think, really did well. I don't think coming into this game they had, they would have had hopes, but realistically, would they have expected to have pulled back that amount of goals? They always knew it would have been tough, but they did really, really well.
Yeah, I think Hull are a great team. I think next season, hopefully, their league position is going to be a bit higher, because they definitely deserve to be up there in the conversation.
Just want to check on quite an important question here, really. So as Maverick was skating over, Richie was applauding from up here. Can Geese look up?
Yeah. Especially for me, I gave him about 5 cuddles yesterday, and he had a couple today off me as well. I'm only 40, I'm still a young pup.
So Cohen Taylor takes the accolade for MVP for Hull. really worthy of being in the semi-final. This team, fantastic team, played really well tonight, especially that second period. I thought really well. So hopefully get a bit of a break over the summer and come back strong again next year. We look forward to seeing them here at the Den and getting up to their place as well.
Yeah, I always enjoy playing against Hull, home and away. Like I say, great team, and there's their fans. I mean, fantastic bunch of fans, all hanging round to applaud the team.
Be on the same bus. They ain't got no choice.
Well, that ruined it, didn't it?
Yeah, safe travel to the Hull fans and the Hull players. Time for the Dragons MVP now. Who you call him? Ross Kennedy? He's currently
Ross the boss.
Currently having a cuddle with MJ, as he always does at the end of the game. They look so comfortable, don't they?
They do.
So Richie Amos there just thanking the crowd and the fans that turn up week in, week out, just showing their appreciation for them. They've been absolutely fantastic this year, haven't they? Home and away.
Yeah, the noise that they bring week in, week out. The boys, they've said it many a times, how that pushes them, how it spurs them on, how it gives them that extra 10%.
So it looks like
Matthew
it's
Barlow.
Matthew Barlow with the MVP.
What a return. So hardest worker yesterday, MVP tonight. Like we say, really good to see him back after that little niggle. So on to the final.
Yeah, this team's going to get a big noise coming their way when they skate around this to applaud the crowd. It's going to be strange on a Sunday evening or a Saturday evening on the weekends now, not coming and doing the commentary.
Yeah,
enjoyed it this season.
Bit of a break. Unfortunately, we're not commentating on the final, but we will try and bring you updates as much as we can.
And more podcast episodes, hopefully.
Yeah, a few more podcast episodes as we get some. We'll try and be the first to bring you the new incoming players news. As we get it, we'll drag the players on and we'll squeeze it out of Mikey and Sean for you.
So I think all that's left to say is thank you for joining us.
Yeah, appreciate you watching the stream, and we'll hopefully catch you soon.
See you in Sheffield. It's been emotional, boys. See you on the beach.
Ciao for now. Bye bye.